Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Manchester United have officially announced the signing of Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund. Jadon Sancho has signed a contract with Manchester United until June 2026. There's an option of a further year. He's the second most expensive English player of all time. Couple of weeks ago, Manchester United agreed a fee of 73 million with Borussia Dortmund for Sancho, and I think he's going to be wearing the number 7 shirt. Jadon Sancho completed his medical with Manchester United last week. It did recently say the announcement of Jadon Sancho's transfer to Man United was delayed by a minor issue. Romano said the other day that the paperwork had been sorted between Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund for Sancho. But what a great signing he is. You know, Jadon Sancho endured 4 good years with Borussia Dortmund. He scored like 50 goals for them. He did still have a contract with Dortmund until 2023. Dortmund have made a huge profit on the player because Borussia Dortmund only paid £7 million for him from Man City back in 2017. But I'm glad we've finally got him, because we was in for Jadon Sancho for like the last 2.5 years, so it was a long running transfer saga, but I always knew there was something in Sancho to Man United because it was stemming from reliable journalists. You know, Fabrizio Romano spoke a lot about the Sancho saga, and so too did Christian Falk from Bild. Jadon Sancho is predominantly a right winger. Now, I want to give you some more news on Raphael Varane. So, Raphael Varane leaves Real Madrid's pre-season training camp. Raphael Varane did return to Real Madrid today, but he did not stay to train with the rest of his teammates. He just had medical checks. Manchester United are prepared to fork out £43 million for Raphael Varane, but Real Madrid are demanding £50 million. So we've basically got to come to an agreement on a fee with Real Madrid for Varane. Fabrizio Romano said yesterday reports of Man United having a bid rejected for Varane are not true. And Romano has also said that Solskjaer wants the club to keep pushing to sign Varane, because he mentioned that Solskjaer admires the player. Talks are ongoing between Manchester United and Real Madrid. TF1 said yesterday that there's an agreement in principle between Manchester United and Varane has agreed a contract until 2026. He has agreed the personal terms with Man United. He said the other day Man United are just hours away from completing the transfer of Varane. Man United are willing to double Raphael Varane's wages in order to sign him this summer. So it's looking very imminent that Varane is going to be our second major signing this summer. Raphael Varane has definitely decided to leave Real Madrid. He's already told Real Madrid that he wants to join Manchester United. You know, he notified Florentino Perez. J. Felix Diaz recently said that Manchester United have to offer more money for Varane or the deal won't happen. Raphael Varane's departure from Real Madrid is imminent. Real Madrid offered Varane a renewal contract offer, but he rejected it. Varane's current contract at Real Madrid expires next year. We went in for Raphael Varane back in 2011 under the Sir Alex Ferguson era, and we also went in for him in 2018 because Woodward was prepared to sanction a £100 million move. Varane has endured 10 years at Real Madrid. He's won a lot of trophies, so reflecting on that, he's got a good pedigree as a player. And he's made 360 appearances in all competitions. Real Madrid got Varane from Lens back in 2011. There's a lot of midfielders on Manchester United's agenda as well. Obviously, we've been looking at Eduardo Camavinga from Rennes. We're obviously linked with Saul Niguez from Atletico Madrid. We're in for Ruben Neves. It recently said that Man United are leading Arsenal in the race to sign Ruben Neves. Wolves are willing to sell Neves for £35 million. And Leon Goretzka were linked with him because Sport Bild recently said that Man United have submitted a contract offer to sign Leon Goretzka from Bayern Munich on a free transfer in the summer of 2022, which is next year. Solskjaer's made it clear that he wants to make around 4 signings in this summer transfer window. And he identified the areas in the squad where he wants to strengthen up. But I'm expecting Man United to enjoy a very good summer transfer window because I am convinced that Solskjaer's going to get all the players he wants to recommend in. And it's about time Solskjaer got the backing he deserves because he wasn't backed enough for such a long time. Our board did make it clear though that they'd back Solskjaer with summer signings plus a new contract. Before the summer transfer window opened, it said Solskjaer was going to be given a £150 million transfer budget to buy around 4 or 5 new players. Obviously we know Solskjaer's ambition for next season, and that's to win the Premier League. These United fans that are very sceptical we're going to win a title under Ole. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013, which is 8 years ago now. You know, next season is going to be Solskjaer's 3rd full season as Man United manager. Because at the moment he's endured 2 full seasons. You know, I'd say next season Solskjaer must win a trophy because he's not yet won a trophy as Man United manager, and we haven't won a trophy since 2017. And I'd say next season Solskjaer's decision making has got to improve, because in a lot of the games he's managed so far at Man United, he has been tactically naive. And it's very imperative that we start off next season strongly, because if we don't, then I think Solskjaer will be under pressure. Like I've said in regards to Ollie, I don't think he's a long-term manager for Man United, and I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect, but I think Ollie does deserve more time at the club. You know, there's United fans that are Ollie in, there's also United fans that are Ollie out. I've criticised Solskjaer a lot during his managerial tenure at Man United, but obviously I've had my reasons behind it. I do think Ollie is our best manager since Ferguson, because in certain aspects he has brought consistency back. You know, Ollie has been in charge of Manchester United now for 31 months, which is over 2 years. Ollie hasn't got a proven pedigree as a manager. Obviously, before he was with us, he was at Molde. He won a few Norwegian titles at Molde, but they're not a big club. He endured 2 spells at Molde, and before Molde he was at Cardiff, and his record at Cardiff was absolutely disastrous. Don't forget, Ollie managed Man United reserve team for a couple of years, so he watched some of the team grow and develop. But reflecting how long he's been with us, he has gained some managerial experience. We've endured very bad periods under Ollie, where he has been very close to getting sacked. And obviously we lost the Europa League final last season. But with Solskjaer being a club legend, I think that's what's basically saved his job. Disregarding being a legend of the club, I can almost assure he wouldn't have been here by now. We appointed Solskjaer in December 2018 to replace Mourinho. He's been permanent Manchester United manager since March 2019. The reason we're giving the job permanently in March 2019 was reflecting how well he did as the interim manager. There was United fans that thought we made a bad mistake giving him the job permanently. But it was hard not to give him the job, you know, reflecting how well he did when he was the interim manager. You know, Solskjaer has made good signings as Manchester United manager. He has now spent over £300 million at the club. In the summer of 2019, he brought Daniel James, Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire in. In January 2020, he brought Bruno Fernandes in and Odi Ighalo in on loan. We'll let Ighalo go in January this year. In the summer of 2020, he brought Edison Cavani in, Donny van der Beek, Alex Telles, Amad Diallo Traore and Facundo Pellistri. Pellistri is now back at Man United, but we did loan him out in January. Last summer, we got 4 of those players on deadline day, and in this summer transfer window so far, Ollie has brought Tom Eaton in on a free transfer from Villa, and obviously he's brought Jadon Sancho in. And Solskjaer's brought quite a few academy players in. Solskjaer's got rid of a lot of players since he's come in, which he knew he had to do, because there was a lot of deadwood at the club. There's still some deadwood at the club now. We did recently let Chong go out on loan to Birmingham. I don't know if he's out on loan there yet, but he said he agreed to join Birmingham on loan. He did play in that pre-season friendly against Derby. Not so long ago, we released 8 players. 6 of them were academy players, but I can't remember all the names of them. We did release Sergio Romero. We also let Joe Pereira go. In the January transfer window, we obviously let Agallo go, like I mentioned. We did loan Palestri out. We did loan Jesse Lingard out. We did. He had a 4-month loan spell with West Ham and made a fantastic impact. West Ham want Lingard, but they're struggling to meet our asking price. We want around £30 million. I heard that Everton have now entered the race. But Solskjaer did recently say that Lingard is part of Man United's plans for the new season. At one point, Lingard had a meeting with Solskjaer and told him that he wants to stay at Manchester United. He demanded regular game time, and it says Man United were preparing to offer Lingard a new 3-year deal worth £130,000 a week. Lingard's current contract at Man United expires next year, but the reason we loaned him out in January was because he got frozen out of our squad. Tiedemann Menga, we also loaned him out back in January. I think, if I can remember rightly, he went to Derby on loan. We also let Marcus Rojo go in January, and we let Timothy Fosu-Mensah go. And in the other transfer windows Ollie's enjoyed, we've seen a lot of other players go as well. We did loan Diego Dalot out to Milan. We did loan Andres Pereira out to Lazio. Also, we let Young go, we let Valencia go, let Smalling go, let Darmian go, let Herrera go, let Angel Gomez go, we let Fellaini go. Sanchez left, Lukaku also left. So they're a lot of the players we've let go under Ollie. In Ollie's first full season, he got us to 3 semi-finals, got us a 3rd place finish. In his second full season, he got us to the Europa League final, the EFL Cup semi-final, the FA Cup quarter-final. Last season got us a 2nd place finish, and last season went the entire season without losing away from home in the Premier League. You know, I like the way Solskjaer develops the youth. And Solskjaer has more or less given everybody their chances to express themselves, including the young players. So yeah, there's a lot of positives regarding Ollie. But in general, I think Ollie has done a good job to say the current squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager. I didn't expect Solskjaer to do as well as he has done, so in that aspect, I am shocked. Like I've said before, during them bad periods, Ollie's been accountable for certain things, but I think there's also certain players that have had to take responsibility, because these certain players at Man United that are not good enough to represent the club. And like I say, I hate the way the football club has been run for a long time. You know, the Glazers, they've been one of the biggest problems at the club for a long time, because the Glazers have put us in so much debt. The Glazers have been at Manchester United for 16 years. They bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. There has been United fans demanding the Glazers out. There was a lot of United fans protesting against the Glazers at Old Trafford towards the end of last season. Solskjaer did reveal that the Glazers apologised. Because there was plans to scrap the Champions League for that European Super League. Says the Glazers could be forced to sell Man United, but for only £4 billion. And Ed Woodward, he's been one of the biggest problems at the club for a long time. he's obviously been accountable for how poor our recruitment was for a while, and obviously with us overplaying for players as well. Woodward is leaving Man United. He's had a 16-year association with the club. You know, Ole is our 4th permanent manager since Ferguson. You know, the 3 managers we've sacked since Ferguson was David Moyes. We sacked him after 10 months. We sacked Louis van Gaal after 2 years. And we sacked Jose Mourinho after 2.5 years, despite him winning the Europa League, the League Cup and the Community Shield in his first season, and he also got us a 2nd place finish. So you can say Mourinho did enjoy one good season at Man United. But in the last 8 years or so, Manchester United have been playing catch-up. Mistakes have been made as well. That's why we've been nowhere near as consistent as we'd like to have been. Players are obviously going to leave Man United in this summer transfer window. Like I said, there's a good chance that we're going to loan Brandon Williams out to gain him more experience and to get him a lot more opportunities, because Williams is our 3rd choice left back. He seldom plays for us. Alex Telles, he could possibly leave because he's been subjected to transfer speculation recently. Jones, I want us to offload him. As you all know, we have agreed to let Axel Tuanzebe go, which is the right decision. I think Delors will be leaving. Andres Pereira, I think he'll be leaving. Pogba could be leaving Manchester United. Sky Sports mentioned that PSG want Paul Pogba, but Fabrizio Romano said nothing is advanced between PSG and Pogba. Tuto Mercato Web said that Man United are set to receive a €60 million bid from PSG for Pogba. Pogba was recently discussing the personal terms with PSG, but PSG have not yet made formal contact with Man United over Pogba. PSG want to partner Pogba alongside Wijnaldum in their midfield. The Daily Mirror reported out yesterday that Paul Pogba has rejected a new £50 million contract at Manchester United, so he's set to leave. Pogba's current contract at Man United expires next year, because last season we triggered that 1-year extension on his contract. If we could get Pogba a new contract, that could see Pogba stay at Manchester United for the rest of his career. Martial, Matic, Donny van de Beek, I initially thought they was going to be leaving, but it looks like they're going to be staying at Manchester United for next season. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless you all again very, very soon.